What? What, kitty? What, kitty, kitty? Why is your cat being complaining, Shay?
I don't know, because I hit her.
That's sweet. What? What is wrong?
Maybe does she have water? Maybe
Here, I'll check.
her water.
Oh, she's got water. I'll clean the bowl out though. I'm cleaning it out for you, kitty. Alright, here you go. Here you go. Alright, now she's got clean water, babe. The kids need to sweep over here though. They need to move the food and sweep. Because it is a little dusty around her bowl. God, our cat is fat. Like, she is ultra fat. Hey, Miss Sassy. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And who else was that? D-Stav. What's the song on YouTube in the end video? Actually, you're not gonna believe me, but I don't remember. When I was looking for a end song to go with the guy kind of walking off into the distance to show that the stream is over, I actually just listened to a bunch of different songs until I was like, oh, this one sounds good. I paid absolutely no attention to the actual name of the song or artist. I apologize. That has to be a bummer, but that is the honest to goodness truth. I literally made zero effort to learn who that was. Sorry about that. I really like it though. I feel that it fits. I'm pretty sure it was something I got off of Monster Cat. I'm not positive, but I'm almost positive. If that makes any sense whatsoever. I hope everyone's doing good this morning. I'm up at an ungodly hour because it's a Saturday. But this was a request from actually my mod. So if I don't listen to my mods, then what kind of streamer am I, right? So my mod says, hey, we like it when you do IRL streams. So I'm doing an IRL stream. Good morning, I'm the owner of... Yeah, that's fine. You can do that. If you do exclamation point Discord, it'll give you my Discord link, and you can feel free to drop that in there. I don't do a lot of IRL cooking now. I do like cooking, but feel free to drop me the link. I will, at minimum, take a look at it. And thank you for the follow, Maximum. I really appreciate it. So this morning we are actually making breakfast for the family. We are going to have stuffed French toast with strawberry fruit. So we use this bread, this Texas toast bread here. It's really good. It's nice and thick. For one serving, it is actually 2 slices of this super thick bread. So trust me, most people can only eat about 1, maybe 2, because it is really, really thick. And then we've got all the fruit that's stuffed in the middle of it, as well as the whipped cream that's mixed with the strawberry glaze that's in the middle. And then we put a little of that on the top too as well with some more strawberries. You can actually eat this 100% without syrup. Like, I mean, because it's already so rich. But some of my family members still put syrup because, I don't know, maybe they want diabetes or something. We also use oatmeal. Oatmeal is good stuff. Use that to crust the bread. So we're going to have 2 batter. Basically, we're going to have 2 little dipping trays. One is going to have the oatmeal mixed with some brown sugar, a little cinnamon, a little bit of nutmeg, and then we're going to have our egg wash that's going to have eggs, a little milk, and some vanilla extract. I lost my train of thought right there. That happens a lot as I get older. And of course, we're also going to have eggs, or scrambled eggs. In my case, I'll probably make me some fried eggs. I like my eggs over easy because it's delicious. And bacon, of course. It would not be breakfast without bacon. I actually think it is against the law to not have bacon with your breakfast. Even if you don't eat pork. I mean, turkey bacon is still an option, right? You get eggs.
What if they're vegetarian?
There's vegetarian bacon too. Believe it or not. It's made from what's that? Tofu. Tofu. Some people make tofu bacon. Obviously it's bacon in name only, but it still works. Babe, you did get
You got what?
bacon, right?
Yeah, I got 3 bags. Look at the very bottom drawer.
Oh, okay. My bad. Did Mom say she was going to be coming?
Yes.
Okay.
Bree might be coming too.
Oh, really? Alright. As I'm actually doing this, I'm farming for the DHC because in all my infinite wisdom last night, I was doing some hardcore farming. I was refreshing the black market and buying discs and things for our summon session today. And the smart genius that I am, I'm like doing all this, and I had like 1.1 million gold. And I'm like, all right, you know, we're doing good. Let me keep buying discs. This is going to be an awesome summon session today, by the way. And I get to like 240K. I've spent maybe like 60 gems in refreshes, so about 20 refreshes. And then I go, wait a minute. This is late night. I have to get up and cook and then do a DHC stream. How am I going to pay for these summons if I just spent mostly all my money on the shop? So right now, while we're cooking, I'm hitting replay in SW10 to try and make up some gold so we can actually summon today. Yeah, that wasn't smart. I thought about it after the fact. I was like, oh crap, I forgot to leave money for summons. My guy. Hey mate, hey sir, how are you? Good morning to you.
Should I invite Dad too?
If you want to invite Dad, I'm fine with it. No, that's not the right one. How was your morning, my guy? We live, boys. We are, in fact, live, Mint. We are. Welcome. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. Aw, poop. I'm using my wall outlets that I normally set my griddle up on for my iOS devices. So I'm gonna have to move it to the outlets by my stove, which is absolutely fine. We cook a ton on breakfast wise. We do almost all our breakfast on griddles, and our griddles have seen a lot of battles, let me tell you. I really want to replace both of them. We'll likely end up doing that soon, but that's just how we cook breakfast. We rarely cook breakfast on the stovetop unless it's fried potatoes. Like, fried potatoes is my #1 breakfast. I love it. Hey, good morning, Baliga. How are you this morning? Did you sleep well? I know I slept like an absolute baby. Sir Hugh Mungo. Honestly, that name is awesome. Sir Hugh Mungo, that name is baller. I'm not joking. Also, thank you, Hugh Mungo, for the follow. You rock, my friend. I appreciate it. Can you make something sweet for the kids? Oh, absolutely. This whole breakfast is sweet. Like, there is nothing that is not sweet except for the bacon in this breakfast. If you missed it, we are making stuffed French toast for the family. It's going to be stuffed with this combination of strawberry glaze and whipped cream. Basically, you take the strawberry glaze and you leave your whipped cream in the container, and you scoop it into your whipped cream, and then you mix it until you get this nice red whipped cream strawberry fluff kind of stuff, and that is what you put in between each slice of the French toast. For the French toast bread, if you missed it, we are using this ginormous Texas toast bread. So one serving of the French toast is actually 2 of these pieces, and that's about that thick for 2 pieces. So, and that's when you figure in the stuffing, it's probably about that thick. So it is quite a hearty meal and a sweet meal. This particular French toast, you do not need to put any syrup on. I mean, you can, but I mean, you really don't have to. We also crust the bread in oatmeal. And that's what this is here for. So, you know, French toast, traditionally milk, cinnamon, whatever else you want to put in it. Dip your bread, toss it on the griddle. What we do here is we still do the milk, cinnamon, etc., in the wet. And then in the dry, we have the a little bit more cinnamon, not a lot because you already have it in your wet mixture. And then we have some brown sugar, and then we have a little bit of nutmeg. So we go on our wet, we go on our oatmeal, we do both sides, then we put it on a griddle. It's not a hard recipe at all. It's super, super easy. Very, very easy. Let's see. All right, awesome. I'm glad to hear you slept well. I'm glad. Hey, Smitty, welcome. I'm catching up on chat here real quick. All right, I will let you know today when we want to do 5s. It is pretty good. Miss Baliga. It is very, very good. The kids really like it, obviously, because it's sweet. Kids typically like anything that's sweet. At least my kids do. I can't imagine a kid that doesn't like sweet. Not that there would be anything wrong if a kid didn't. It's just hard to imagine, right? Just making sure I didn't miss anything on chat. Also, I have to hit replay on DHC because if I don't, we will not have any money to summon anything. Because I totally messed up. I can't believe I spent all my gold on refreshes last night, completely forgetting that this morning we're getting up and we're going to be doing summons. I was really not happy with myself. I was like, crap, So I farmed a little bit before I went to bed, not much, because obviously I was tired. I wanted to get up, not miss this, because one of the greatest mods ever was like, do an IRL stream today. And I was like, all right, greatest mod ever. Even though you weren't a subscriber, I'll still listen to you. Let's see, make sure I didn't miss anything in chat. Nope, we're still good. I'm just getting our griddles set up by the stove and on, because that is where we will be cooking the morning's dish. Like I said, I mean, griddles are awesome, but like I do need 2 new ones for sure. For sure. All right, let's get these bad boys warmed up. Bam! Griddles are warming up. So first thing I like to do is, since we are going to have scrambled eggs, my kids like scrambled eggs a lot. I always mix the scrambled eggs first and just let them sit.
Don't forget to add the cheese inside of it.
Yeah, and then I typically forget to add the cheese. My kids like cheese in their scrambled eggs. I don't know. I wonder who that mod is, Smitty. I don't know who that is. He's the legend and a myth, apparently, all at the same time. He's a legend that is a myth, or a myth that is a legend. Is there a difference? I do not know. Oh, so last night, I'm there. I'm farming DHC. I'm in my room. It was for those that don't know, and I don't think I actually mentioned it, it was my second oldest son's birthday. He turned 19 yesterday, so we had a really small family party. He invited over one of his friends, and of course, you know, the usual suspects for our get-together was here, which is my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, my sister-in-law. And then my daughter has actually, her best friend is over. She spent the night last night. But I'm sitting there, and guys, if you have Amazon Prime, because you know how you get the Amazon movies or streaming service with it, Amazon Video, you got to check out Jack Ryan. I was like farming on my bed and watching Jack Ryan, and that show is pretty gosh dang good. Pretty gosh dang good. You have an Apple Watch, I'm about to add you and beat everybody. Yeah, I've had an Apple Watch for a long time, man. You never noticed that? It's just I haven't been wearing it lately. It was on my charger this morning, and I was like, oh crap, I keep forgetting to wear it. This is all I wanted for Christmas last year, and my wife went all out. She got me the best one, the largest size. She got me the sport version because I didn't want, the only difference between the sport and the other ones was the band. And I didn't like the bands. I wanted to I like this band. So this is what she got me, and then she got me 3 years of Apple Care on it, which I actually have to use because when I do voice calls, and you guys have probably seen me talk to my wife on stream when I don't want to pick up my phone, when my wife talks, it is sometimes staticky. So something's going on with the speaker, and oh wait, didn't I have an Apple appointment? I think I had an Apple appointment yesterday, and I missed it again for them to take a look at the watch. But yeah, I love it. It's great. It's great. Sometimes I super glue my, okay. I don't know what to say to that. I don't know. Hey, thank you, Miss Baliga. Yeah, he's getting older. Makes us a little sad because, as everyone in chat knows, our oldest left. So now our second oldest is getting older, and it was a happy and sad kind of thing for him leaving. The party was just all happy. We're glad our second son is getting older, for sure. But he's going to college locally. He goes to our city college. I haven't asked him if he plans on going anywhere else, though.
He plans on changing his from business to entertainment.
Yeah, I know. He told me last night that he was, yeah. I keep trying to get him to be an architect because my son, the second oldest, has such a great eye for design. In any game that we've ever played together, because me and my older boys have played many MMOs together. But in any MMO we've ever played, my son if they have some kind of like housing thing, or they have build your own shack or whatever it is, my son always does an amazing job setting up whatever it is he's trying to make. And I'll spend like 2 or 3 hours making something, and I'll show him. I'll be like, "Oh, this is awesome," and my son will be like, "Oh yeah, Dad, this is great. This is great." And then like 5 hours after I'm done, so it's been 8 hours for him. He'll be like, "Hey, Dad, come check this out," and I'll go look at it, and it'll be like so ridiculously awesome. You're like, "What the heck? How did you do that?" Like, he just has such a good eye for that kind of thing.
I think he wants to be a professional boxer, though.
No, he says he wants to be anything that's entertaining. He said he doesn't care whether it's singing.
I think he should be an actor, and he said no. How about a boxer?
He told me just last night that he'll be.
No, this was last night in the garage.
Was it?
Yeah.
Wow, he changed that quick. And babe, how many eggs do you normally make for the kids? Because you know I always underestimate it.
I always do about, and since Mom and Dad are coming over, I do about 10 eggs.
10? All right. But yeah, he's super cool. Let me catch back up on chat. Yeah, you're obsessed with hitting all 3 goals a day. I have like 5 other people at it, and we all compete daily. Oh, dude, that is awesome, because here's a true story. But A. Baliga is actually a friend of mine, and she knows that I exercise daily. Well, you guys don't know this, but about 2 months ago, I got a really bad infection under my arm. I mean, it was really bad. It was pretty disgusting looking. And I was on, at that point, a 100-day streak. And it hurt so much when I exercised. I still kept exercising. And my wife's like, dude, like, honey, this is getting ugly. It's getting big, and you're in pain. You need to go to the doctor.
Too long.
So, do I go to the doctor? Absolutely not. I do not go to the doctor. Do I even stop exercising and like take proper care of this? Because when I exercise, obviously you're gonna sweat. And this was like a cyst about this big in length, and it was about that high off my skin. So it was pretty puffy. But I still kept exercising. I kept wincing through the pain, and finally, my youngest son, he's watching me exercise, and I stopped. He's like, "Dad, are you okay?" And I can't do it anymore. I'm like, the pain is just too much. I cannot do it. So then my wife was like, you're just going to the doctor. So I went to the doctor, and my doctor thought I was pretty dumb. He's all like, 1, you made this bad by sweating and exercising, which infected it further. 2, you should have been in my office about 2 weeks ago, because this was going on for a while. So I had to stop exercising. He drained it, which hurt a lot. They take literally this hook-looking thing, they freeze the cyst, and then they dig into it and like they pop the top. And he just let it drain out. Then they bandage you up, and he's like, I can't exercise, I can't do anything until this is fully healed, because if I do, I'm gonna sweat, and it's gonna get further infected, and we're not gonna be in a good place. So I'm like, all right. So that's been over now about 3 weeks, maybe 3.5 weeks. Like, it's been completely healed, everything's fine. But I don't know if we have any exercisers like myself in the chat other than Mint. But the problem is, when you're in a routine and you suddenly stop like that so it was about 4, maybe 5 weeks I couldn't exercise. Like, he wouldn't even let me go walking just because it was so hot here in California then that it would cause me to sweat and would further infect it. So my problem now is I'm out of sync. And Mint, if you invite me, that's going to be the perfect catalyst, because I'm super competitive. That will be the perfect catalyst to get me to start being in my routine again. Can we get a quick kitchen tour, please? Now, on that note, let's eat, everyone. Ha! Yeah, I can show you my kitchen. Here, let me take my phone off the stand. And will this let me flip this around? I don't know if this will let me flip it around. Let me see. Oh, yeah, it will let me flip it around. All right. Wait, no, don't bring out this stupid menu. Okay. So this is the living room. The room to the right, this is not my dining room. The right here is my game room. And then this is the kitchen. This is my wife's Keurig location. This is where, if she's not at this location or has not gone to this location in the morning, we really don't like to mess with her, because that means she's not properly medicated with caffeine.
I drink decaf, so
She says she drinks decaf.
I can't have caffeine because of the acid in it.
That's what she says. This is our toaster oven. We use that actually a lot. We just cleaned out my daughter's lunchbox, so that's what's sitting over there. Garbage can, our stove, you see how I set up the griddles there, and our fridge, and then, where we hang our keys. So that, for those that were wondering, is my wonderful, wonderful kitchen. It's a new month. I'm going to have to beat you daily. I don't know, dude. When I'm in the... Hey, Mullet Bomb. There's my... Dude, Mullet. Are you still playing, man? DHC? Are you? Like... Because you and Meat Beater, I haven't seen in a while. Did that make you happy, Miss Baliga? Did that give you enough information? Are you happy now? Let me know. Mullet, you're such a cool cat, too. It's kind of sad that I haven't seen you around lately. And we use fresh cracked pepper around here. I'm not a big fan of that powdered stuff that you get, so... It's a little bit more expensive, but I think it adds a lot better flavor than that powder stuff. I really do. That's just me. Could all be in my head. It could be the snobby part of me, because there is, as much as I hate to admit it, I do have a slightly snobby version of myself that lurks and sometimes comes out. Let me see. I have to run. Here, I'll show you my setup. So, because, for whatever reason, when I stream from my iPhone, chat just stops. Like right now, chat on my iPhone stopped. So right now, I have this little station set up where DHC, I'm playing on my iPad Air, and then I have my iPad Mini running my own stream, just because chat just stops working when I use my iPhone to live stream. I don't know why. It just stops, and like I don't get messages. So I use the iPad Mini to read chat. But as you can see, it's a little darker background sometimes, so I have to tap it so I can see what you guys are saying. So I'm not ignoring you. I don't see it on my iPhone, so I have to look at my iPad. But that's the setup that I have here to stream to you guys. Got all my iOS devices working overtime. What are we cooking? Mullet, we are cooking scrambled eggs. We are cooking bacon, and we are making stuffed French toast with fruit. Yeah, I'll message you on Discord. Yeah, please message me and get me added. Oh, dude, see, I'm getting old, dude, Mullet. I'm getting old. But still been farming on DHC. All right. Yeah, I remember the conversation now. The egg mixture for scrambled eggs is really simple, because we do have my sister-in-law and my mother-in-law are coming over, and then my daughter has her best friend that spent the night. So we're using 10 eggs. So we put those all in just a mixing bowl, and we want to beat them for quite a while. You know, we want to make sure it's mixed pretty good. But it's just eggs, salt, pepper, and a little milk. That's all it is to scrambled egg. There's nothing crazy in there. I do have an egg beater, but I am a fan of getting in there yourself and getting it done. Oh, babe, you know what I just thought about? Oh, she left. Well, I just made a huge mistake. Now I have to figure out how to fix it. I'll probably have to move a griddle over there to where I showed you where my my toaster oven is. The reason why is I covered up the stove. Everything I can make on the griddle except the scrambled eggs. Oh, did I just put scrambled egg juice on me? I did. And so I'm going to have to move a griddle to make room on the stove so I can put a pot. I did not think that through.
Did you try to make scrambled eggs on the griddle?
No, I didn't try. That'd be dumb. Come on, son. Come on. No, it's not what I said. Not even close. I honestly think you have hearing problems. I do. I'm being serious because several times people in the house have said stuff, and you said something completely not even close to what the person said. This isn't the first time. So I'm honestly getting concerned that you might have hearing issues. Still been farming. Oh yeah, I won't forget the cheese, babe. I won't forget the cheese. Yeah, my kids like it because my wife, that's actually my wife, Shaylin K79. That's my actual wife. So she normally has cooked a lot of breakfasts because like I said, I like fried potatoes. It was my favorite thing my mom would cook me in the morning. And when Shay and I got married, I told her how I really liked it. My mom passed away, and then she spent years making me fried potatoes. Not always a success, sometimes too much oil, but she spent years honestly learning how to make fried potatoes, and then finally she nailed it perfectly, and so I asked her to cook it an awful lot. One, because I like it. Two, because it reminds me of spending mornings with my mom, and then I like to share that with my kids. But it's perfect now. But one day she told me she made fried eggs, and she's like, you know, I love you, but I'm making a lot of breakfasts. So I told her, you know what, I'm going to take over. I'll start making some more breakfasts. Not that she won't do it, but that if I feel like breakfast for the family, that, you know, I would be the one to make it. So that's where that all came about. So that's why I never remember the cheese and the eggs, because when I typically make family breakfast and I fry my eggs, I always forget the cheese. The kids don't get mad. They just add it after the fact. But there we go. You would think this is Val's first time making breakfast. You would think it is, right? I made breakfast quite often in my lifetime. Now we got to make the, we're going to get our little pans here for the eggs, or for the French toast. This is what we're going to dip the French toast slices in. If I find the Tupperware bowl, here's one. There's one of them. Where's the other one? We'll have to refill the mixture, though, a few times just because the Texas toast is so thick that we will have to replenish it. The heat is on. It's on the street. The heat is on. Oh, 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 oh. Tell me how you need it. Tell me how you want me to. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 tell me how you need it. Tell me how you need it. Tell me how you need it. The heat is on. It's on the street. The heat is on the dun-dun-dun-dun, the dun-dun-dun-dun, the dun-dun-dun-dun. Every time I hear that song, for those around my age, I always think about whatchamacallit, Beverly Hills Cop. The first one, not the crappy sequels. And our oldest said he is sick of my breakfast. Well, okay, hold on. My oldest son's a special exception. He's dumb. So there you go. And his exact words were he was sick of it. He was just like, I'm one of those when I like something, I could eat it pretty much almost every day and not tired of it. My oldest son, his only point was just that, hey, we have fried eggs and fried potatoes a lot, and he was just a little tired of having it. He didn't say he was sick of it. He just said we have it an awful lot. So we have this bowl, which has our oatmeal in it. We're going to add some brown sugar to that, a little cinnamon. Then this is ours for the eggs, which is going to have some sugar. And that's what we're going to dip in this first. Go to the big one. Then we're going to put it on the griddle over there. So I'm going to mix it here, but I'm going to move it over there closer to the griddle. Because we don't want to walk across your floor with, you know, egg and oatmeal on a slice of bread and drop that, you know, leave a little trail. So we're going to move it over here once we mix it. What time is it? How are we doing for time? It's 8:18. We've got, so if the DHC stream starts a little late, I'm sure you guys will be okay, right? Because I still am streaming. But it might be. It might be. Let's see. Do you keep blue 6-star 2-set gear pieces that don't necessarily work with the set? For example, attack on a sturdy piece. Okay, I'm glad you asked that question. One, I will keep 6-star blue if it has good substats. So if it has good substats, then I will go ahead and keep it. If it doesn't, I will toss it. But the thing I'm glad you said that is really I want to address, and I've said this many times, you might have missed it, but do not toss pieces that you think don't have good subs. In your example is a perfect one. Here in your example, you said, would I keep a sturdy piece that had attack on it? Man, that's kind of a, this is what you do. So your 2-piece set bonus is a swing set. This is what I mean by that. Don't look at what the actual set piece is for 2-piece. Don't look at it. It doesn't matter. All you look at for the 2-piece is, does it have a good main stat? Does it have good substats? Here is why. Let's take any DPS unit. Let's take Blueberry, since I'm leveling her right now. Let's take Blueberry. Let's say you know you want to go mortal on Blueberry, right? Let's say everything works out for you in substats and main stats. You know, you've got attack subs, you got crit rate subs, you got crit damage subs all over the place. But maybe you're just a little shy on crit rate, right? So you go through your thing and don't think immediately, well, I need to go a Keen 2-piece. No, incorrect. You look at the substats of what you have for the other 2 pieces. So for instance, if you've got a sturdy piece that has like attack percent, and then one of the rolls like 3 into crit rate, and now you've got a sturdy piece with attack main stat and 20 plus crit rate, you use sturdy as your set. Don't look at just, well, it's sturdy, it has attack, it's not useful. For your 2-piece, it's all about stats. If you roll a warding piece that has 6-star attack percent, it's blue, and it has crit rate and crit damage, you keep that piece. Because when you're building your next DPS unit and you need that 2-piece bonus, you're going to go to that set. You're going to throw 2 rolls into that, and hopefully it goes into whichever stat you need, and then you're going to use that warding piece. Because your 2-piece bonus is all about getting you to your stat goal, period. Whatever the set piece is itself is irrelevant. But if it gets you to the stat goal you want, that's what's important. That would be a safety hazard. I'm okay with late DHC. I asked because I had sturdy shoulders with attack percent main and crit damage and move speed subs. Yeah, that's a good piece. You keep that piece. That's a keeper piece. That's not anything you want to toss. That is actually a really good piece. That is a very, very good piece. I would keep it. And I would actually use it too. So don't toss stuff like that, my friend. Do not toss it. All my units are built like that. AW1442. Happy Saturday. What are you cooking today? AW, I am cooking stuffed French toast, whipped fruit, scrambled eggs, and bacon. We're almost done with the batter, and then we need to start cooking. We're a little behind. Just a little. Not a lot. I still haven't even added the brown sugar to my oatmeal. I need to. Nice, sounds good. Well, thank you, sir. Trippy for Life 420. Keep your... Oh, my goodness. That's the totally wrong way to look at it. Smitty, you still around? All right, awesome. Smitty, you're on it. That is why I like my mods. Thank you, sir. I will worry less about it because you were there. All right. Where is my... We recently bought, because I don't know if you guys cook a lot, but brown sugar will get hard if it gets any, like the slightest hint of moisture. And they have this new product out where it's actually brown sugar. Looks like we used it all. It's actually brown sugar that is in almost like a bottle like this. And you sprinkle it on. It's more expensive than buying this kind of brown, because this kind of brown sugar is super cheap to get. But the problem is, and why we have this in here, is because brown sugar very rarely comes in a real sealable bag. And if you don't make sure it's sealed up good, and you get any kind of moisture, your brown sugar will get super hard. So that's why we have it in a freezer bag. Got to keep hitting replay on DAC, man, because I am honestly low. Oh, it's the Deep V. What's up, player? That's my boy. Hey, thanks for coming out and saying hi, Deep V. Thank you very much. Isn't that why they put rice in salt shakers at restaurants? I don't know. Is that a thing? I didn't even know that was a thing, to be honest. Had no idea that was a thing. Is that really a thing, Mullet, or are you messing with me? You don't want to put too much brown sugar. Why you use brown sugar in this? Brown sugar, when cooked, gets a little crusty. And so you want the outside of your French toast to have a slight little crunch. And that's why you use brown sugar. Because when that cooks up, it'll make that nice little crunch. Also, if you like pancakes that have kind of, not really a crunchy top, but a little, I guess, I don't even know if bite is the right word in that situation. But if you want just to have that little extra firmness just for the crust, you take brown sugar, you dissolve it in some water, and then add that to your pancake batter. And then when you make your pancakes, they'll still be super fluffy in the middle, but they'll have a nice little kind of crisper top. Saturdays are for the boys. Smitty knows. It's not really crispy. Crispy's kind of the wrong word, but I can't think of the right word, to be honest. Alright, so I've got that. Where's my ground cinnamon? Alright. So next we're going to just a little nutmeg in the dry mixture, and then just a little cinnamon. Not a lot of nutmeg, because nutmeg is super strong all on its own, and it will overpower anything you put in there if you put too much. So there's the cinnamon, and then we're going to throw cinnamon in the egg batter. And now we just mix it up. Pack it up, pack it in. Let me begin. I came to win, and I don't mean that's a sin. I want you to back up. If you got the feeling, jump around, jump. Everybody jump, 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 jump. I'm the cream of the crop. I rise to the top. You know what? You know what I think of every time I hear that song? Mrs. Doubtfire. Because that's the song they're playing when they have the argument that finally makes them get divorced in the very beginning. The dad, Robin Williams, is dancing on the table. That's what I think of every time I hear that song. All right, we've got our dry ingredients. Now, we are going to have to refill this several times. And then let's mix in our wet ingredients. I'm gonna move this to the, and then I'll show you how I make the strawberry, I call it strawberry fluff. That is what I use for the whatchamacallit, the stuffing. So we gotta get the bacon started actually first, one sec. Because the bacon is going to cook ultra fast, and it'll be one less thing I have to worry about. Because we have not even, one thing is actually cooking. We've been mixing things together. All right. Now we're actually cooking. We have one thing on the griddle, and that's the bacon. We'll be moving, and we will have our French toast going. Oh, crap. I didn't move the griddle. Oh, I didn't move the griddle, and I already started cooking. Maybe I can move the griddle for... because I haven't put the French toast on. The griddle's just been warming up. But I still got to cook the eggs. I still got to cook the eggs. This is my favorite tool to cook bacon with on a griddle, a fork. That is honestly what I use to cook my bacon on a griddle. Alright, let me do a little rearranging real quick so I can move my griddle over here by the toaster oven. I'll move the toaster oven a little bit. Which one is this one? Yeah. Alright, we're gonna move this guy over here. Alright. Okay, crisis averted. Alright. Perfect. Let me hit replay here. I'm sorry I'm behind on chat. Let me catch up. Oh, Eddie the Penguin. Thank you, my friend. I'm sorry that you didn't get the fancy bells and whistles, but we're on my iPad. We're not on the PC. But I thank you for your sub. Sorry I was getting dinner or breakfast ready. Did you build your water? I don't have a water MG. I don't. That's on my wish list every time we summon. It's on my wish list for today's summons. Water, MG, and any GD. I don't care what GD. Even give me nature. Even though people like to say nature sucks. Give me nature. I'll take it. Alright, let me move my ingredients for the French toast over here. Let me start a few pieces of French toast, and then I'll show you how I make the whatchamacallit. Oh, and just so you can see, I wasn't kidding. So this is one serving. So it's 2 pieces of the toast. This is 1 serving. Look how thick that is. Look at that. It's like this. Now, this is without the stuffing. With the stuffing, this is going to get pretty high. This is 1 serving because it's stuffed French toast, right? Got to have 2. Got to put something in the middle. There you go. Just to show you, I was not kidding about it is a hefty serving. So we dip it in there. We dip it in our oatmeal mixture. And we toss it on the grill. Oh, wait. Darn it. I always like to, even though it's non-stick, I'm a little paranoid about stuff like that. I always like to hit any non-stick thing with some butter. Some butter spray. Just because. I know it's non-stick. I don't care. I still use butter spray. There we go. Now we're ready to start dropping the French toast. Sorry I'm quiet. Concentrating on my French toast skills here. I got quite a few pieces of these to make for everyone who's going to be eating. And also, as you saw me several times, guys, make sure you wash your hands as you go. Come on. Respect everyone who's eating. Wash your hands. I do it several times because I'm just like that. My hands get like, especially because I'm working in an egg wash, right? And we already actually need to replace the egg wash. We were able to get 2, maybe 4 pieces out of that. Alright, I am going to need to already fill back up the eggs. Hey, that neighbor cat is back. Hey, neighbor cat, get out of my backyard. No, I'm kidding. You're alright. My daughter loves cats. My daughter at the age of 11 is already a crazy cat lady. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Make you some breakfast too. Yes, I do have a Nature MG that I am going to build. But my next build is Kendrick. I'm taking him to 6-star. No, it's alright, dude. I never got it. I wish I did. Crazy. No, oh, dude, my daughter is absolutely gaga for cats. Like, at 11, her insanity for cat is pretty huge. Alright, let me get some more eggs here because we are out of the... It's been a while since I made this. Like, it has been a while. Or as my kids say, and I still don't understand the term, it has been a minute. Which is supposed to mean it's been a long time, but for anyone with a rudimentary understanding of time, a minute really isn't that long. But kids today have changed that meaning to mean a long time. I do not understand kids today, I guess is the point. So I'm going to use 3 eggs. And I know I still have to show you guys how to make the stuffing. We are going to get to that. Let me just... Alright, there we go. Let me grab my cinnamon. My nutmeg. And a little nutmeg. Not a lot, not a lot. There we go. And my egg mixture. Now the stuffing for it is super ridiculously quick to make. Not hard. You just have to go slow when you make it. Hey babe, would you mind if I asked you to help me out with one thing? I moved the griddle so we can free up a burner over here. But if you could... Oh man, I just knocked that out. That's not good. There we go. If you wouldn't mind getting the egg started for me, that would be so awesome. Because I'm a little behind. Did a lot of explaining, which is okay. So I could really use that help. But if you're doing your stuff, that's fine. All right. Unless you don't want to be on camera, that makes you uncomfortable.
My hair's not brushed. I just got out of the shower, so.
No, that's fine. I'll do it. I got it.
No judging.
The eggs are overcooked by the Keurig. And this griddle has been cooking super slow. Like this bacon has been up here for a while. I have it on max. It's hard to see because this is one of the ones that's rubbed off. Like you can't see exactly where it is. Here. Yeah, this is all I need. I swear. That's all I need.
Where's the cheese?
Oh, yeah. Did you buy cheese?
Yeah, there's tons of cheese.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. All right, so as promised, how to make the stuffing. Let me make sure I miss chat. Cats and you don't like each other? Yep, using that thick Texas toast. Yes, sir. That is what the kids like French toast made with. Cooking streams, educational. All right, you're hungry? Well, come on over. And one of my mods says, hi, honey.
Hi.
He's the one who keeps, when I don't have you in stream, he's the one who keeps everyone in line. You are welcome to come over, Miss Baliga, and have some breakfast. Just get out here to California. All right. So for all you do for this, now, this is hard to mix, so you can't like just dump all this in here and go. So you just want to grab a spoonful, drop it in the whipped cream, and you just do this. This is all you do. Don't worry about mixing your whipped cream with this. I mean, because you're pretty much going to end up using the whole thing. You're not going to have a lot left over. So it's not going to matter that you have whipped cream in it. But you just keep doing this in little spoonfuls until you have some nice red strawberry flavored whipped cream. I actually should have did this first because you want it just to set a little bit in the refrigerator before you serve it. So this is what it starts to look like.
And it's pink, not red.
My wife just corrected me. It is pinkish, not red. You want to do this with both containers of whipped cream.
I only got one of the strawberry stuff because we have that left over.
There we go, and this is it. This batch is ready. Then you want to do it with your second container of whipped cream. So that way you have enough stuffing. Also, this is fine to use with anything else you want. So if you have some left over, that's why you do it inside the whipped cream container, because this will keep just fine. And if at some point you're making toast or you make pancakes or whatever else you feel like putting strawberry whipped cream on, you can just use this. So don't worry about it. It keeps very, very, as long as, you know, it normally would. I mean, don't have this in there for months. It's going to look ugly. But that's basically the stuffing. And you just put the whipped cream topping back on it, and you toss it in the refrigerator until you're ready to serve. So let me start some more French toast here. And check on the 3 pieces I have on it already. Oh, there we go. Nice and crunchy on the out. Oh, this one's a little burned, but if my father-in-law is here, that's probably the one he will take. All right, there we go. I need some more Texas toast. Oh, I got a hit. No, Mom's on that, baby boy. She's got the cheese. I know I've forgotten the last few times, but Mom's got it. Hey, Mama.
Hi, honey. I know, because I'm watching watching him from my phone. And it does a delay.
It's like, I just heard him say that.
Cheese is done.
All
I
right,
mean,
the eggs.
Yeah, I'm running to the bathroom.
All right. All right, and the texture you're looking for on your toast, when you tap it, you want to make sure it feels nice and crunchy. It should feel springy. If it feels hard, you cooked it too long, because that means the inside got cooked well if it feels hard. But if you tap it and the top feels really springy, that means the top is crunchy and the middle is nice and soft and moist. You do not want it to feel like you're hitting a brick. You done did wrong. If you got to that point, you done did wrong. Let me catch up with chat. You should be there in about 36 hours. All right. We'll keep it going nice and hot for you there, Miss Baliga. I need to put some more oatmeal crusting on there. And I need more brown sugar. And then I'll show you how to put this together, which is super, super simple. You just grab a piece of toast, drop your stuffing, put another piece of toast on it, drop stuffing on top of that, and then dice up some strawberry or whatever fruit you decided to go with. We just went with strawberry here because we all like strawberries, but you can use blueberries or whatever you want, cherries, and just get the appropriate glaze that goes with your fruit. I'm just getting the bacon. Getting the bacon off the griddle. Bacon is I've heard bacon referred to as God's bookmark. Because it is divine. Let me catch up on chat. Okay, I'm all caught up. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I am going to put one of these together just so you can see it. But we're not there yet. We're still cooking bacon. Eggs are 100% done. I got one more package of bacon to cook. That'll be done. And we are behind on the French toast. The star of the show. Yes, we are behind on the star. Everybody else is where they should be. But the star is nowhere to be found. Another thing, when you're ready to plate this, don't plate one at a time. For obvious reasons, right? You've got hot French toast. You've got whipped cream, which is going to turn into a liquid if you put it on something hot. So, as you take pieces of French toast off, just set them and set them aside. Let them cool off. Then, when you're ready to plate a good portion of them, that is when you put on the stuffing. And here, just to give you a picture, this is what one looks like. You can see the oatmeal has crusted up pretty good. It's got a nice brown color. This is what you're looking for. And when I touch it, you can tell the top is completely nice and crusty, but it's springy, meaning what's underneath it is going to be nice and soft. Also, when you're setting these aside to cool down, you don't want to stack them because then the steam will rise between them and it'll begin to make it a little soggy. So just kind of set them side by side when you're letting them rest. But this is one serving, and what happens is with these, you're just going to let these cool off. You're going to put your fluff in on here. You're going to put another one on top, just like this. Then you're going to put some more strawberry fluff on top, cut up some strawberries, stick that in there, serve. You're good to go. So we've got one ready. One ready, working on number 2. Now my other piece over here, it did burn on the edges a little bit. Just a little. This one is definitely darker than I like it. But what I do is I sniff it. I know that seems a little dumb, but while you're smelling it, is your smell is your taste buds. If this smells burnt, it will taste burnt. It does not smell burnt, which means it's not going to taste burnt. What it could be is that is the brown sugar that crusted. So just be careful. It's not always a failed disaster if you see brown. especially if you're working with brown sugar and you left it on just a little too long. All right, let's get back to toast. Oh, I forgot to put the brown sugar in my new You guys got any questions for me about DHC, about what I'm cooking, about the secret of life, which is actually number 42? I know Miss Baliga is super nosy, so if you want to know something, Miss Baliga, let me know. We're doing okay in DHC farming. Hopefully I've got enough money so we can actually pay to summon, because I freaking completely forgot about saving money, gold, for the summons today. That's why we're farming and cooking at the same time. So here's our second whipped cream container. We're going to finish off the strawberry glaze in here. Hey, baby boy. Checking out breakfast? When's mom got to take you for football?
9:15.
Okay.
8:45.
Is she dropping you off at school?
Yeah.
And where's your game actually at?
Fresno High School.
Okay.
Starts at 11, I think.
Is mom going?
Mm-hmm.
I'll ask her when she comes out. Because I will be streaming, so this one I will miss. I'm sorry. Well, I didn't miss the last one.
Or you can IRL.
IRL from your game?
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. But I think I'm going to miss it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be there, Josh.
I know.
Okay.
Oh, so you guys are going, Mama?
Yeah. Most definitely.
Alright, so we used up all of this. All of our fluff is made. We've got almost 2 pieces of French toast ready. We've got our bacon and we've got our eggs. So, if you don't mind serving people individually, you could actually at this point start serving. Because you have enough. You have enough of the basics to go. Alright, and again, this is what it looks like when it's done. So good. So delicious. Toss this in the fridge. We're done with that.
Well, I've been waiting until 10.
We're
36.
we're done with the glaze.
I'll be like
We
that
toss
for a
this.
while. Then
Yum 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 yum
I'm
yum.
using it as fast.
Now let's just keep on churning out toast. We're on cruise control from here, folks, thanks to assistance from the wife.
You know, they say the slower you lose it, the longer it stays off.
But I'm still using it fast, but not slow.
You plateau sometimes, and you go for a week without losing anything, and you'll start losing again. It's normal. Stomach,
Love you. Just don't say what you don't want anyone else to know.
It's life.
How many people are coming, babe?
Brianna says she's not sure yet. Dad says he probably won't eat, but I don't know. So he might be over.
Okay. Do you think the girls are going to be able to eat one piece?
Oh, wait. I have this, but we have to wait till Russ is done with the thing.
equipment, I don't even have to pay for it.
PetSmart is, they said, because I told them, she is knotted, like, her whole body's knotted. So she'll be shaved and she's kind of aggressive. She's like, it's like $35. I'm all, even for the knots, the extra knots, she's like, yes.
So do you need
PetSmart,
to make
they
her
Teamwork, so cute. Yeah, teamwork's
I
awesome.
don't know. Probably would take an appointment, but I would like to get her done sooner than later.
Yeah, well, that's.
So I've got
Make an
two.
appointment and I will help pay for it.
Even Dad said
There's
the
two.
same.
Yeah,
Because she was getting miserable.
yeah, I can imagine she is miserable.
Here's
And then I
three.
have brushes and stuff, we'll just make sure we brush her every day.
Every day, yeah.
I had wished next time kitten we get, I'm gonna make
Short hair.
she gets short hair, and I'm gonna start giving her baths to make sure she's used to the bath and everything.
Yeah. But definitely short hair.
Yes.
I won't even get a long haired cat anymore.
Oh, this is my, no, my baking screen's over there. Just trying to make sure, do you think the kids are going to be, the girls are going to be able to eat a, because I mean, they're pretty thick for a single serving. Do you think the girls will eat one?
Maybe just make them each half one.
Yeah, make it just one slice, yeah.
Yeah, cut the slice in half,
Why cut it in half?
because they won't eat the two like this, so you just cut it in half. Cut
And
it in
make
half,
it-
put the stuff on, and then put the other half on top.
Okay. I get what you're saying now. I didn't initially though, I'll be honest. But I got it now, we good. I just gotta get the other pack of bacon going. What time is it? It's 8:54.
8:54.
Oh, this took a little longer than I thought it would. Just a little. Yeah, we definitely need a new griddle, for sure. For sure.
Are you okay if after I go to Jared's son's birthday party, if me and the kids go to Ashley's?
I'm fine with that. I am fine with that, sweetheart. Well, when is that? Is that today?
Yeah.
So you're doing it after the football game then?
Yeah, we're going to the party after the football game. The party should end around 2 or 3, and then we'll probably just head over to Ashley's for a little bit.
You sure Josh is gonna want to go to Jared's? He can be a little grumpy after football game.
Yeah.
Does he know he's going? That's what I'm asking.
Oh, I was gonna ask him.
Oh, okay. No questions for me, chat? Alright. No worries. Man, it's hard to make the food though when I don't know who's coming, so I don't want to make not enough.
Yeah. So I just think it's the girls, Josh, me, Mom, and you.
Okay.
I mean, maybe make one extra.
Oh, and Jaden.
Jaden's not here. Jaden went to spend the night.
Oh, I thought okay. That makes it easy.
I know he says he would probably come, but he's probably dead asleep. They probably stayed up all night.
The girls didn't stay up all night, did they? I didn't stay up to
I don't
verify.
think so. I was knocked out too, so.
Yeah, I fell asleep too. That one wasn't ready to flip. It's not crunchy at all. It's alright, I just gotta remember. These two were ready though. Alright, I need more eggs. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 I have in total, babe. And I need, for girls I'm gonna split one, you said.
Yeah.
So that's 1 for 2 people. And there's 1, 2, 3,
Josh,
4,
you can split.
4.
I can't.
No,
eat
Josh
them.
eats a whole one.
Oh.
He has for a while now, actually. We're going through eggs big time, babe. We're gonna need more eggs.
Okay. I have to see how much I have left.
I got an eggshell in there. Got it. I caught it. Who's in need of the extremity? Oh, man. And after this, we'll start the DHC stream right off the bat.
Are you going to Josh's game at 11?
No. I already talked to Josh.
Okay. It's just a scrimmage one though, so it's not a real game. Oh, mortgage came out.
Okay. I forgot the second thing of whatchamacallit. Bacon. My brain is just like totally. No, here. Don't make a. This is the one I use. There we go. All right. So how come Ashley didn't come over yesterday?
She just said she was having a bad day.
Oh, okay.
I told her I completely understand. And she just texted me right now. She said, sorry, I wasn't having a good day. And I told her that's fine. Maybe me and the kids can come hang out with you later tonight.
This one's gonna be 3, 4, 5. 5 servings now. I think I'll make one more whole serving and be 6. Because it'll be 1 for the girls, 1, 2, 3, 4 for me, and then there's 2 extra just in case. All right, we're almost there. Are the girls up?
You know?
Let's put your hands up. Oh.
Joshua's I'm gonna have to drop him off. And what time is it? He has to be dropped off at 9:15.
Oh, he's gonna miss it then. Maybe I'll only make one more serving then.
I'll start filling up one of these for him so he can eat something.
Yeah, I'll make it. Alright guys, you're gonna see me put one together now. Finally, we are there.
Did you rinse off the strawberry juice?
No, I did not rinse out the strawberries yet. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So, man, I hope DHC farming's going good. 'Cause I haven't really been watching it. Just hitting the replay. Okay, so now we've got like our cooled off toast, which is ready to go. Cooked perfectly, if I do say so myself. We're gonna grab our stuffing. Exhibit A, our stuffing. And we're going to take this and we're just going to, let's see, and we're just going to add it here. Take a good, healthy scoop of it. Smear it around. So this is what it looks like. You quite simply, bam, and ta-da, stuffed French toast. Then you just want to take a little bit more, put a dollop, or however you like to refer to it, on top. Take your French toast, grab your strawberries, and ta-da. That is honestly it. That is stuffed French toast. And of course, give them the bacon, because I mean, you don't have bacon, I don't know what to say about that. And the eggs. And again, you really don't need syrup with this. I mean, you can have syrup. Definitely is not like something out of the question or crazy, but it is pretty sweet on its own. Here, Josh, I'll make yours next, Mama. Josh, it's ready for you to consume. Is this just done yet? Well, Mom wanted me to make yours now because you have to go soon.
Where's home?
Oh, you need a fork?
Yeah.
My bad.
I have plastic forks
Oh,
and I have paper plates.
I already put it on paper plate.
Oh, good.
Babe, you were looking right at the paper plates when I showed you. They're right here.
I'm old like you. What do you say? What do you?
Oh, I know they were up there. Oh, there they are. Nope, there they are. Put them on the table. Alright, let's make another one for my mama. Are the girls up yet, sweetheart?
Yeah, looks like it.
Where's the syrup?
Alright, if you want. I remember the first time you had these, Mom, and you're like, I'll take two. And I was like,
Well, I meant 2 slices.
But yeah, one serving is 2 slices.
So,
Breakfast is ready. Here, have your waffles.
So I don't see glasses.
Oh, no, don't you go anywhere. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
Well, if I don't like it.
Well, then don't put a ring on it, I guess. Seems like a no-brainer right there, son. If you like it. No, fork's right there. That should be fine. Don't you mad to see that he ain't want it? If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. there.
You know, it's almost too thick for these forks.
Really?
Yeah. Way too thick for these forks. Struggling to cut it.
Do you need a? Should I get you guys an actual fork?
I think it would cut better.
Okay. Let me finish cutting this one in half here. All right.
I'll put it on turkey bacon for the girls. Good morning, sweetie pie.
They'll live. Oh, let me flip. See if these are ready to flip. They are.
That's another way of doing it, Doc. Making it a sandwich.
That's my seat. Hello, ya.
I'm done. Oh, I don't know why I'm eating this. But it's good.
Oh yeah. Shay, I thought you were getting it. The actual real fork.
He
I
did.
did.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait.
I'm gonna leave mine right there so when I come back I'm gonna finish it.
Okay. I don't know if you're gonna want it when you come back.
Well, just throw it away then.
No, I mean I'll leave it there. It's still looking okay when you come back. I mean, feel free to eat it. All right, and we have completed it. This is a half serving for the younger crowd. All right, that's gonna do it. I'm gonna finish this up. The DHC stream might be slightly late because it's 9:11 right now, and I do want to eat. I worked up an appetite cooking. So thanks everyone for coming out, making it a big success. I really, really appreciate it. Thanks to one of the greatest mods ever, Smitty, for encouraging me to do another IRL stream. And I'm guessing, excuse me about that, I'm guessing the DHC stream will probably be maybe 9:40-ish, maybe even sooner. But it will definitely be before 10. I just want to eat before I get into it. Thanks again, guys, for coming out. I really appreciate it. And see you in about 30 minutes.